Welcome back to day 6 of the GCSE revision thing. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. You'll find these useful, I'm sure you will. I've found it useful to like just refresh my geography knowledge, but yeah, I appreciate it's probably 7 AM if you're watching this right now when it's going live. So let's get going. What is the structure of a tropical storm? Tropical storms can be huge, up to 480 kilometres, 300 miles across. A tropical storm has roughly a symmetrical shape. Wow, words. Beyond the eye there are further banks of clouds and thunderstorms, occasionally also tornadoes. There'll also be strong gusts and heavy rain. The central eye can be seen clearly in a storm. There is a relatively small area where relatively cold air sinks towards the ground and warms up. There are no clouds here and the conditions are calm in the eye of the storm. On either side of the eye there is a tall bank of cloud called the eye wall. Here are very strong winds in excess of 120 kilometers an hour, heavy rain and thunder and lightning. How will climate change affect tropical storms? There is strong scientific evidence that global temperatures have risen over the last few decades. Tropical storms are the most destructive storms on Earth. Over the last few decades, sea surface temperatures in the tropics have increased by 0.25 to 0.5%. As patterns of sea surface temperature change, they may affect the distribution of tropical storms. In the future, tropical storms may affect areas outside of the current hazard zone, such as the South Atlantic and parts of the subtropics. Hurricanes may also become more powerful. Hurricanes do not usually form in the South Atlantic. The cold ocean currents keep waters below the minimum temperature required for hurricane formation. Strong winds shear rising temperatures from preventing storms from forming. The frequency. 6 of the 10 most active years since 1950 have happened since the mid-1990s. And the intensity of these storms. This appears to be linked to the increase in sea surface temperature, but comparisons with the past may not be completely reliable. So briefly, we're going to be looking at the question: suggest how climate change may affect the location, frequency and intensity of tropical storms. They're no longer just being found at the tropics. As sea temperatures rise, which is vital for hurricane formation, different distributions of tropical storms. They're no longer just found at the tropics but in different places, and more people are therefore affected. The frequency. 6 out of the 10 most active years since the 1950s for tropical storms has been within the last 30 years. This may decrease due to colder temperatures in some places, which can also be a result of climate change. It doesn't just get warmer, it gets warmer in some places, colder in others, so this may be completely going against what you think, but it just might not happen. And the disruption of the jet stream, but this is not yet known. And then intensity. This is linked to an increase in sea surface temperature due to the moisture in the air, therefore easier creation of these cloud formations. So this was a very, very brief video. I hope you have still found it useful. Subscribe down below so that you don't miss more from me, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow, 7 AM for episode 7. Bye guys.